Good morning. Welcome to Crochet with Nonna Rosanna. I'm Rosanna. Today is February 25th and it is WIP weekend number 46, and I have a couple finished items also. I just want to say we had a fabulous time for Paige's birthday, having the kids over running around. I made them all loot bags. They all had a great time. House was a disaster after the kids left, but we all had fun. My parents were here also, and her cousins were here, so it was excellent. And that was our weekend last weekend. Very busy with the whole family here. This week, not much at all. My husband has been home. He has got really bad vertigo. We were supposed to go away this weekend up to a friend's cottage. They have a winterized cottage, but we had to cancel on that because basically for the couple days he was just staying in bed. He was so dizzy. We got him to not the hospital, the doctors yesterday, and he's got some pills. So hopefully by the end of the weekend he'll be back to himself, but we'll see. It's the second time he's had it, and he was really worried because he said all he wanted to do was sleep, and he thought maybe it was more than just vertigo. So, but when we got to the doctor said no, it's very common that with vertigo, all you want to do is sleep. Just your body wants to recuperate. So it's I've never had it, so I don't know what it's like. I've had a couple friends who've had it, and my one girlfriend had it for 4 months, and she stayed home for 4 months, basically doing nothing because every time she tried to do something, her whole world gets dizzy. So hopefully my husband can get through this weekend, and he'll be on the mend. So we did nothing, and I made light dinners, nothing exciting all weekend. Last night was pizza night, so I went out and got pizza on Friday night. We watched the hockey game, and we have no hockey tonight, so maybe we'll find a movie on Netflix or something to do tonight. And before we start the WIPs, I just want to say the end of the month is coming up, and with my book cover blanket, if anybody has done a book cover blanket, please send me your pictures in, and I will put it up on that video later on in the week. Even if it's not a blanket, nothing to do with the book cover blanket, send in your items and I will showcase them on my videos, because I love seeing other people's work, and other people would love to see it also, because it gives inspiration to everyone. If you see something you've never done before, it's awesome to see, and you might want to do it yourself. So send me in your pictures. I've always got my email linked below, and I would love it to showcase your pictures. Okay, so let's start with our WIPs. I've got quite a few WIPs. I started a couple things and finished something that I wasn't intending to do this week, but it all worked out. The first is Luck of the Draw, and this is by Nan's Next Knots. It's her brainchild. What she's done is she wants you to pick out one base color, basically, and 8 colors of yarn. And what she does is every week she comes on, it's a real quick video. She draws a number, and whatever number you have assigned your yarn to, that's what you put in your blanket. So I've got 2 weeks because I didn't show you last week's. So the numbers she drew, I'm going to need my glasses for this. I've written it down tiny. I've got all my colors here, and the colors are turning out pretty good. I'm using a different thing on my ring light, so colors are turning out really great tonight. So last week was number 2, and my number 2 is purple, and this week was number 5, and my number 5 is navy. So that's how it's turning out, and I'm making a wheelchair lapgan. And I'm really surprised how well the colors are turning out. The navy is a very, very dark navy and almost looks like black. And I will link her channel, and I will link where she explains, this is her pattern, but someone else has done a tutorial on it, so I will put that link below also. But loving the blankets. I'm not sure what kind of border I'm going to put, and I need to sew in my ends before it gets too crazy. And that's it for, so I'm really liking that. It's really a quick little project. I can get this done in less than half an hour because you just put in your 3 rows of the color and then back to your uh, your main color. So that's my first WIP. And my football blanket. It would be finished, but I ran into a problem. Michael's in Canada had a sale last week on all their yarns, and so I went in the week before and got all my chocolate brown. I've run out of brown. It's not brown, actually, it's espresso. But I ran out. Oh, I have a hair in my way. And every store in southern Ontario is out of stock. So I've got, my son's birthday is March 5th, but we're all going out to dinner on the 25th because the way his work is, he's working Saturdays till the 25th. So hopefully I'll be able to get some in, but this is how far I've gotten. Oh, the yarns are getting stuck underneath here. Sorry. So that's, it's going to be a very big blanket. And I believe I've got another set of this and this to do before I go to the bottom. I'll just flip it over so you can see the other side where the other, that's how it ends. So I need like 3 or 4 more. I didn't realize how long this blanket was going to be. I thought it was going to be just a little lapcan. But so I'll show it to him if I can't get the colors in, and I'll just put it on hold until we can find more espresso. So that's a WIP. It would have been a finished item, but that's a WIP. My next WIP is my sweater I'm making for my daughter, and the pattern is by Pamela at Pamela's Adoring Crochet. And I will put the chart for the football blanket linked below also if you're interested in that blanket. So the sweater is coming along. I thought I was going to run out of this, but I thought I only had 3 balls left, but I have 6, so I don't think I'm going to run out. So I have done one panel, one front panel, and I'm working on the second panel. So hopefully I can get this panel done and the sleeves started. So it is going to be an extra large sweater. So that's it there. And it's coming along really nicely. It's getting blown out when I bring it in closer. It's a lovely olive color. And the pattern is by Pamela's Adoring Crochet. And I will link that below also. So I was working on this last night while I was watching the hockey game. And my final WIP is something that you haven't seen. I started it this week. And I was watching Lisa at Happy to Hook Creations. She's making these amazing hexagon sweaters, and I thought, oh, I've got the pattern now, and I've got the yarn already. Paige picked this yarn out, so I followed the link to where the hexagon pattern is. I watched it, and I've started the beginning of the way it's a cardigan. But my granddaughter, who is now 7, is very particular, and she wants things a certain way. So she doesn't want a cardigan. She wants a pullover sweater. So this is how far I've gotten with it. So I've joined the front and back together. And I'm just going to sew up the sleeves because the sleeves are quite wide. And so I've just got them marked right now. And I didn't finish this because I want to get the correct length of the arms, and I've asked her, do you want a bunched in sleeve or a big floppy? And she wants the big floppy. She goes, Nonna, if you can make it nice and wide, so I won't have to do any decreasing there. It's getting blown out. Oh, there we go. That's a little better. But I love the colors this yarn has, and it is a Mary Maxim yarn. It's called Artist Palette. And I have to get my glasses on for the color. And the color is, here's the care instructions. Prismatic, and it is 100 grams, 396 yards. It's made in Turkey. And what else do we have? It's a light number 3, and it is nice and soft, and it is a very nice 3. What else? It is premium acrylic, so that's the color there. And I just love the way it's turning out. And she's going to love it. I've sent her a couple pictures, and she's all excited. But like I said, I want to get the sleeves just right since they're going to be wide. So I don't want them, hanging over here or too short for her. So that will be done the next time I see her. So I'm not sure when that's going to be, but it's so cute. I love the colors. And it's, there we go. So when she picks which side she wants as the front, then I will put a little tag in the back so she knows which side is the front. But she'll remember. She's very picky with her clothes. So that is my last WIP, and I'm really happy I tried this. And I may even do one for myself now. Not sure what color yarn or what size yarn I'm going to do for myself, but I really like the way it turned out. And I do like, she asked to seam it in the front and back, and I really like the way that looks. So those were my WIPs for today. Now I have a couple non-yarny WIPs. I finished, okay, and now I can't find it. I finished a painting that I'll show you in a minute, and I started another one. Oh, here's the picture. And that's the picture that I'm going to be painting by number. And this is as far as I've gotten. So you can't even tell what it is yet. And I'm not going to be getting as much of my other crafts done in the mornings because I've changed my routine. I went to the doctor's, and he told me that my blood pressure is a little high. So he's, lose weight, go for walks. And the big thing is, he said, stop coffee. And I go, completely. He goes, no, I'm allowed to have one coffee. I said, how about decaf? He goes, okay, have one regular coffee, and then you can have your decaf coffee after that. Because I drink 3 or 4 of these in a day. So that's a lot of caffeine. So I bought decaf coffee. So I'm having a nice bold coffee first thing in the morning, and then switching to my decaf. And my girlfriend is moving, and they're downsizing because all the kids are gone, and, they're ready for a smaller home. So they were selling a lot of things, and I bought her treadmill. So my morning routine is get up, make my coffee, watch a little bit of news on YouTube. I like to watch the American news just to see what's going on down there and see how different it is from our Canadian news. And then I've been going to the basement, and I have been walking on the treadmill for 40 minutes every day. It's about 3,500 steps, and I have it at a quick pace. And so it's elevating my heart, so it's good for my heart, and I'm getting exercise in. So I'm hoping I can keep this regiment up, lose a little bit of weight, and I have to make an appointment and go back this month. So I'm going to wait maybe till next week or the week after. Probably the week after. That way I can get the caffeine out of my body and maybe lose a couple pounds on my walking and go back to the doctor, see how that is, because I really don't want to go on pills for high blood pressure. And he was mentioning every 10 pounds, your heart rate goes up like 1 or 2 points. So if I can lose 10, 20 pounds, I'd be happy with that. And that would bring down, like I said, it's just a little bit elevated, but I don't want to get to the point that I have to start taking medicine for it. So that's what I've been doing. So my morning crafts may slow down a bit, depending on what time I get up in the morning. And I found since I've been exercising, it's been 3 weeks now, and I find my sleeps. I have a Fitbit that I wear at night, and I'm not a good sleeper, and I don't sleep that much. But since I've been exercising, it's been good, good, good every day, and I'm sleeping in till like 7 o'clock sometimes. So I feel that I'm missing out on things I can do during the day, but I'm happy that I'm getting good sleep. So the other WIP that I do in the mornings, I do my diamond paintings, and I do have a little one. which I can, oh, here it is. It was from the dollar store, and I got these in the loot bags for the kids, and I got myself one too. And it's just a little keychain, and it's got one of my hairs on it. So it turned out really well. And, you know, it was $1.25 or $1.50. So I did that. And it's just on a plastic. And the beads are really nice and shiny. I was really surprised at the quality of them. So that was a finished item. But I've been working on my cross stitch, and I really want to get this done. So I've done the complete one side. The flower's completely done. Most of the eye and cheek and the middle part I've done. So I'll be working on this next week, and hopefully I can, it's getting closer. So I really like it, and I can't wait to frame it. I'm really pleased with how it's turning out. I didn't realize how much I enjoyed cross stitching, even though it's a very slow process. But you know, if I can do half an hour, or what I've been trying to do is one thread. Like a lot of black is in here, so I've been trying to use one thread at a time and get that done while I'm sitting there. So those are my non-yarny WIPs. And for my finished items today, let me see, what have I got? Oh, I got my painting, and I'll just show that. So it's a Venice shot. It turned out really good. The further away you are, the better it looks. When you get up really close, you really can't distinguish, but it's really nice. So in my yarn room, I have a whole bunch of other paintings from Italy that I've been putting up. So I will add that. I'll frame that. And I just buy the Michaels frames that are already pre-framed, the cheapest ones you can get. And then I just staple that on top of it so it stretches out. So upstairs is in my yarn room. I have all my paintings from Italy, and the flower ones go outside, and I coat them with a clear lacquer, so they last about a year or two. And this year, the ones that were out, they were on their second year, so I thought I'm just going to leave them out for the whole winter, and it's a nice little splash of color out there. And my girlfriend gave me a call, and she's a volunteer at the hospital. She works in the cancer area, and what they do is sometimes some of the patients need to be sent home with medicine, and they need something to carry it with. So they're running out, and she's not a crocheter or knitter, so she asked if I could make these and she could buy them off me. And I said, no, I'll just make them for you. And she said she's asked for 4 because everyone that volunteers there is going to make 4. And what they are is like a tiny little water bottle purse, basically, with a long strap so it's down by your hip. And then they just can put the medication in here and then into their ports if they need it. So they're running out of the hospital. And I thought, okay, I'll stop everything and I'll do it. So I've made 4. I've just used scrapped yarns. And I just, started at the bottom and increased. So I've made 4, and probably tomorrow I'll make a few more for her. So that's what I've been working on mainly this week. She texted me on Wednesday, I believe. So I got 4 of them done. And basically she just sent me some pictures, and I kind of got the gist of it. And hopefully these will work for her. I will see her at bowling on Tuesday, so I'll give these to her on Tuesday. So those 4 are one finished item. And my other one is my shawl that Jackie from Crochet ADHD, yep, is doing a collab, and she's got some shawls that she found on Ravelry that aren't getting that much loving. So she listed some, and we will go there and pick some out. And I picked out a lovely rectangle shawl, and the shawl is called, I don't want to get this wrong, the Wren shawl, and I will link it below. And it's made by trulycrochet.com. That's where I got the pattern for free. And this is my shawl. It's quite long, and the stitch pattern is really pretty. And I used Shawl in a Ball, and it turns out really beautiful, but I'm not a fan of Shawl in a Ball. The second and I'll put a picture of it here better. This one is really inconsistent. It goes as low as basically you can barely see it, and it just looks like the tinsel is in there. And then there's big fat globs that I had to cut out probably 4 times on half a ball. It just gets so wide, like literally this wide compared to the yarn. So I'm glad I made this. This will be perfect for the wintertime if we go out. You can't see the sparkles. Oh, a little bit, but there are quite a few sparkles in here. And this will be great with a little black dress, which I don't have anymore because my size, I gained 30 pounds since retiring. That's it in half, but it will go great with any color basically because it's silver and an off-white. Yep, I hear my little kitty cat. And hello, I can't come down right now, sweetheart. I'll actually put a picture of the cat in here. She is loving us like you wouldn't believe. She follows me around. I washed the floor yesterday. That's fluff flying around. I washed the floor yesterday and she was like right on my heels. And I thought, okay, footprints. What else are you going to do? I don't want to lock her up anywhere. But we love having the cat. So the shawl was beautiful. Very simple pattern. And I recommend it. I wouldn't recommend the yarn I use, but that's my choice. If you like it, that's great. Maybe I just got a bad batch. Who knows? And that's it for my finished items. So once again, please send me your items. I would love to showcase them on my channel here. And I think that's about it. I will see you later on because the end of the month is coming and I will do my book cover blanket final and show you the next book. I drew it already, so I'm really excited about it. And I will see you then. Bye for now.